Reiki's always intrigued me, and I've dipped into like looking for it online and then not going through with it. But last year I was dedicated to doing the changes and doing the work that I wanted to do. I reached out, we had a call, didn't we? An initial call, and yeah, then I came to have my first session with you. I didn't expect to have the
chakra reading.
Yeah, when you had that, because I didn't know what that would be or how it would be, but the fact that you kind of did a spiritual analysis, I guess, on me and played that back to me, that was quite interesting. And those things resonated with me as well. So yeah, I think what I felt after was just everything was just easier. I don't know, my days were easier. I wasn't feeling challenged or triggered as much. I just felt a sense of peace, a sense of it's okay. You can tackle it. And I think the fact that we had quite so we did like the block booking, so we had sessions close to each other. I think that really helped because it seemed to have built every time I came to see you that there seemed to be another shift. Just mentally, I think one of the key things for me was limiting core beliefs and negative self-talk, and those have reduced significantly. And now when I do have negative self-talk, I'm able to catch it and kind of turn it around. There's been things that have happened in my life after I've started the Reiki work with you that I know the old Suki last year, it would have really drained me and I wouldn't have been able to cope with it. So, and I'm able to cope with these things as if they're not that big an issue. I feel like I have the tools to do it and the headspace. But yeah, I think the main thing for me was I wanted to be less reactive, more responsive, have mental clarity, be able to manage my emotions and be able to, just deal with what life throws at you in a bit of a better way. The old Suki compared to the new Suki. The old Suki was operating out of fear. Scarcity mindset, had, limiting beliefs in the sense of I'm not good enough, seeking external validation, all of those things. I would say there was this facade of confidence externally, but internally that there was a lot of other emotions, which were like affecting my day to day. And now, after the Reiki work, my default state is just happy. Like there is no waking up with thinking about worries it's very, like I say, it's very difficult to explain because it's a sense of peace and not worrying and not constantly thinking and overthinking and trying to control the future so that I don't get hurt again, whatever it might be. The coaching with the Reiki, I think, is brilliant because even just speaking to you now, I've expressed a couple of things to you and you've made me see things from a slightly different perspective, which I wouldn't have got if we hadn't spoken and we just did the Reiki. Obviously the Reiki would have done what it was designed to do, but now that tool, I think both paired together is a really good way to do it, if I'm honest. And I kind of enjoy how I process it through talking. So it's nice for me to be able to do that and get it out. And the things that you've told me and the strategies and the perspectives that you give have been really helpful. So I think both of them work together really well. I definitely think about how you when we spoke, because I've never had this experience before, and you were explaining to me how things will, the journey works, and how, like you said, you just kind of like build and build and build and build and build, and you'll get to a point. That's exactly how I feel. Like sometimes I'm like, I feel different from last week. Don't really know. I just feel different. It's very difficult to explain, isn't it? Just that default setting is every time we've spent time together, it just seems like you're going up staircase. You're just going to the next level. You're just going to the next level, and you're just going to the next level, and you're just going to the next level. So definitely, how you described it would work is how it's worked. I would say if you're feeling like me, or stuck, I guess, I would say try this. And like you said to me, like have the first session and see as well, so people can have that first conversation with you, they can have that first session and they can see how they feel and then make that decision. And I know based on how it's worked for me that you will feel that shift, and you'll be like, oh, is this because of the Reiki that's happened? There's something shifted, I feel calmer, so I would say to people that are struggling to definitely give this a shot. I would definitely recommend it because it's worked for me. It's done wonders. So I would say take that first step. It's usually the hardest.